Welcome back to News 3 Today. Every year, approximately 700 children will age out of the foster care system in Georgia. 27,000 will age out nationwide. After reaching the age of 18, about 20% of the children in foster care will be emancipated, that is, and become homeless due to having nowhere else to go. Now, Whitney Gilliard was one of those children. She is now not only an advocate, but she created a nonprofit where she provides vital services and resources to young people growing up in foster care. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
A long intro, but a really serious topic that needs some explanation because it's because of what you went through as a foster child aging out of the program that you started Gilliard Company.
Yes, it was an interesting journey because when I was in the foster care system, I was like, I am never going to touch back into foster care. That was a very traumatic time for me. I was in there from 14 years old, aged out at 21, and I was living in numerous, group homes and hospitals when there was no placements, juvenile detention centers sometimes. But the older that I got, and especially going to college, I realized perhaps my story, perhaps my experience, I can find some answers in what has happened. And truly, no matter how much digging I've done, I realize, everybody deserves a loving home. Everyone deserves an opportunity to give them the best chance that they have to give life a shot, right? And so we created Gilliard Company in hopes that it will provide that everlasting change. It's an opportunity, right? It's a lifelong impact because it's housing. It's a consistent, persistent availability for our young adults to thrive.
Now, through Gilliard Company, you created the Independent Living program.
Yes.
Tell us about the services that you provide.
So our services is very unique. So it's like when I started this, I thought in my head, like, okay, it's going to be like a social worker, right? And I go in and I help out. No, it is like having extended family all the time, 24/7. And I thank the young adults who allow us the permission and opportunity to care for them. After all that they've been through, it's wonders that they trust us. But we provide, housing services to them. We pay for their apartment rent. We pay for their groceries, utilities. We also pay for anything additional, such as transportation to school, the opportunity to get clothing, things like that. We teach them life skills, but most importantly, we also bring in business leaders into our services so that they can go ahead and speak about the subject matter areas that they're experts in, right? One of the things that I felt like when I was a kid in the system was if you can't relate, you can't talk the talk, I don't want to hear it. So I was adamant on inviting people in that were experts and who do understand, because even though many may feel removed about the foster care topic because they've never experienced foster care, you've experienced adversities in your life, period. But most importantly, we've all been children, right? Where we all depend on trusting adults around us to be there safely to support us and guide us. It's very clear that the young adults who came into our system didn't have that, so now they do.
And this is these are such vital resources that you don't think about.
Yeah.
People never would imagine that this section of our community, this part of our community, needs this in order to thrive and survive. So how can the community help?
I would love for anybody who has a heart for this mission, if you own a business, come reach out to us. There's many ways for us to partner up. For the viewers who are watching who, have a heart for young people, reach out to us. We'd love for you to go ahead and be a part of our fundraising efforts, to help us join for the holiday initiatives that we have going on. And even just, having an opportunity to mentor a young adult is critical for us. You will be their extended family. So that is the best support that you can provide for us.
Whitney Gilliard, thank you so much for joining us. And on the full screen, you have information. This is how you can get in touch with Whitney Gilliard at Gilliard Company. They're located at North Godley Station Boulevard in Pooler. The number to call, 912-348-2592. And I did not forget, your son is sitting here in the studio, so we want to give him a shout out today.
I love him. Thank you so much for always allowing mommy the opportunity to do what I do.
All right. And thank you for doing what you do. We appreciate it.
I love it.